Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, okay? So I wanted to kind of have a real talk with you guys. I know I posted one a while ago about online bullying, but this one's going to be a little bit different, okay? So I'm probably going to be all over the place because it's such a sensitive topic that I have a lot of trouble talking about it, okay? So I want to talk to you about animal testing in the cosmetic industry specifically. Animal testing for scientific purposes in terms of diseases and stuff like that is another topic that I'm not even going to touch. But this one, I don't know, it really hit home for me. So basically kind of how this came about, I have been obsessed with makeup for a really long time. I love makeup. I love the artistry. I love, being able to be creative. This is my creative outlet. And I also have a passion for animals. I have 3 dogs and a cat. I was raised, with tons of dogs. I had multiple horses whenever I was growing up. We had chickens, I just really love animals and I have a passion for it. I volunteered at multiple shelters for dogs and cats. And I'm one of those people who just loves animals so much, and I have a very tender heart for them. I think that they are just extremely loyal creatures, specifically talking about cats and dogs. And so basically what happened, I knew that there were companies that tested on animals. I knew that MAC was one of them, and I knew that, what was the other one? CoverGirl. I knew for a fact that those two were. And so recently, I have never bought myself a MAC product. I have never ever bought a CoverGirl product. I just don't like their products in general, but I've never bought either one of those 2 brands for this reason. And I've used MAC products, yes. And so and this is what I mean by being all over the place, because I don't really know where to go from here, in the sense of in my mind, how I conceptualize animal testing was that they, shave a little spot on whatever animal they're using, whether it be a bunny, a dog, or anything like that, and then they would put the product on the skin. Okay, so this is how naive I was in thinking that this is how animal testing really went. So my perception was that they shaved a little spot, put a little bit of the product on the skin to see if it would irritate. I have never been so wrong in my entire life. One of my girlfriends here on YouTube, Alex, she has Beauty Addict is her tag name, or Beauty Addict next door. And so we're going to be doing a collab video for a makeup haul where we buy nothing but cruelty-free makeup through our sources. So she has sources of finding out what is cruelty-free, and then I also have my sources. And anyway, so I was scanning through her Instagram one day, and I realized oh hey, her channel's going cruelty-free. It's something that I've been thinking about for a while, and so I decided to do some more research on it. I came across a video by PETA, and I know PETA's known for being very dramatic in how they come across in their videos, because they really want to make an impact on people who watch the things, because it's individuals who really have a passion for animals and animal rights. And so I realized yes, that source can be a little bit extreme, but what they were showing is factual in terms of what animal testing involves. And I know that because after I saw the video, I did so much more digging. But the stuff that I saw literally brought me to my knees in tears. I was watching the video on my couch. My fiance was in the other room, and I just started crying uncontrollably. I was calling all of my animals in. I was just holding them as tight as I could. Like, I have never felt such pain in my entire life as when I watched that video. It touched my soul to the deepest parts. Like, watching bunnies who have had hairspray injected into their system and sprayed into their eyes to see if it will affect them. Of course it's going to affect them. Are you freaking idiot? But to see that happen, and the bunny afterwards like walking sideways, and monkeys with tubes in their nose so that they can have different liquid products injected into their system. This is them testing to see like if a product is eaten by a child or by a human, like what kind of effects are going to happen. So whenever you see a label on a product that says like keep out of reach of children, or this product is for external use only, yeah, this is exactly why, because they have seen that in these animals, whenever you inject this stuff into them, chemicals and poison and all of this stuff, like of course it's going to have an effect. So anyways, I saw this video, and I'm gonna have it linked down below for you guys, not because I'm sponsored, not because I'm a PETA supporter or anything like that, but because it touched me so much to the point where I knew that I had to make a change. Like, I am not going to put on a blush or a mascara or a foundation and have an innocent animal who is being held against their will, okay, uncared for. These people are literally holding these animals down and torturing them. I'm not going to wear these products that support that kind of testing, especially whenever there are hundreds of other companies out there that have found alternatives. So if we can have makeup companies that don't need to test on animals for their products, then why are we still doing it? Why is this still an issue? Why is this a law in China? Come here, Chalupa. One of my babies just walked in. And so, like, I don't understand it, and I'm really glad that I came across that video, because it just, I was just so naive to what was actually going on, and it was time for me to educate myself, because I would never in a million years have purchased those products if I knew what was going on behind the scenes. And so I just wanted to say that from now on, my channel and all of my social media platforms and what I use personally, this is not just to get more followers or to, increase my network or anything like that. Anything that I use in my personal makeup collection, or even touch, really. Like, I'm not going to go to MAC and play around with their makeup or let them do my makeup with that kind of testing going on behind the scenes. Okay, whew, sorry about that. I was like, it's like really cold here and my allergies are acting up. So I can't really talk right now. And plus I'm getting really heated just talking about this, but so the reason I'm doing this is because whenever I saw that video and I looked over and I saw all my little animal babies, I was like, if anyone even came close to touching them, I would, Mama Bear would come out. Let's just say that. And I couldn't even imagine any one of them going through that. And to have any other type of animal, go through testing for absolutely no reason. Like, there's no reason for this testing to be done on animals whenever other companies have found alternative ways. So with that being said, I am new to this, and I'm not a perfect human being. I have leather bags, I have leather shoes, and I'm not a vegan. I'm not even a vegetarian for dietary reasons, because I have a lot of GI restrictions of what I can take in. Like, I can't eat any raw vegetables or anything like that. But anyway, that's a whole nother story for another video. Come here, baby. Come here. He's so scared of all the wires right now. He's like, what's going on, mommy? But I just, I'm not perfect, and so I don't have all the answers yet in terms of which outlets are the best ones to follow, in terms of finding out which companies are actually cruelty-free. Right now, what my method is, I've been following PETA and Leaping Bunny, and I know that those two are certifying organizations that follow companies and have regulations in terms of animal testing. And I know Leaping Bunny specifically has very in-depth policies that companies have to follow in order to get the Leaping Bunny certification. So I will have both of those organizations listed below. I've also been following 2 blogs. One is Logical Harmony, which I've heard is excellent, and then the other one is Cruelty Free Kitty. I've heard that Logical Harmony updates her page more often, like once a week or something like that. And I've also heard mixed things about PETA and Cruelty or Leaping Bunny, in terms of companies like paying them to be certified, but they're not really certified. I don't know if that's true. I haven't done enough research on it yet in order to make that distinction for myself. And so just bear with me. So if you see a product and you're like, no, honey, that is not cruelty free, and here's my reason for knowing that, let me know. Like, don't, jump down my throat and get really upset with me if I'm using something. It's only because I am not aware. And I just wanted to be really real with you guys about that, because I'm so sensitive about this topic, especially right now, having it just happened to me like 2 days ago when I saw that video. So I just ask that you just let me know in a kind way, like if I'm using something when you know for a fact that they do test on animals, because I would want to know that, and I would immediately get rid of that product. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys. God, this is like probably the most depressing video I've ever made on my channel, but I really just needed to get it out there, and I hope that this kind of motivates you guys and other people who aren't purchasing cruelty-free makeup products to do some research on it and to find out what all it entails, because if you have any compassion for animals, it will just break your heart. So let's do something about it. Let's make a change, because it's not a necessary thing. And it's beauty products. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, if we're getting really real here, it's not like, this is to help us discover cures for cancer or anything like that. This is makeup. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a big deal. We don't need to live with makeup. So there's absolutely no reason for it. And there's tons of companies that do not have their products tested on animals. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys. I'm not going to say I hope you enjoy this video, because it's really depressing and really sad, but I hope, like I said, I hope that it maybe motivates some of you guys to do your own research and just keep me in line. So if you see me using something like I said, just kindly let me know. And I'm going to do my best to keep my channel completely cruelty free in terms of the products that I use and my home life, because I was new to this as well, that they test cleaning products on animals, like the sprays that we use and the detergents and all of this like nasty, full of chemical stuff is used on animals to see if it will hurt them or something. Like, I don't even know what the point is, really, because it's like, okay, I'm using this chemical to dissolve something on my counter so I can wipe it off. What do you think it's going to do if you ingest it? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't understand it. But just keep in mind that there are so many things out there, perfumes, like toothpaste of all things. Like, there's just so many different things that are tested on animals. And so, yeah, I want to promote being cautious and, conscious of what is going on in terms of animal testing. So that's all I have for you guys. I think I've said that like 5 times now, but I'm so scatterbrained. But yeah, so from here on out, cruelty free. Yeah. All right, I will see you in my next video, which is going to be this makeup tutorial. And yeah, that one will hopefully be much happier and much better. So I hope that you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. This is one of my fur babies. His name's Chalupa Batman. He's actually much bigger than a baby. I have 3 others. Sydney, Duchess. Freddie's outside wandering around. He likes to go on adventures, but how could you inject poison into this little face? Right? Right? Come here, Sydney. This is little Sydney. Hi, babies. Hi. I would never test on you. No, you're so cute. Ooh, your breath's stinky though. Yeah, I would never test on you. Yeah. Come here. Ugh. She's the Duchess. She's the princess of the family, right? Yeah, right? Hi. Hi. I never test on you. No, ma'am. Never.